everybody, and welcome to the stream! Hello. My name is Arly Darkfire, the Black Opal Dragon. Wow, thank you, Reptile Hand, for the follow! Thank you for becoming a precious opal! Hello, Jorb, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Cruising. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having and succulent goulash and flippers. I hope you're all having wonderful days.
Its loud roar tells me to defeat you. Take this, my love, my anger, and all of my sorrow. Erupting, burning, finger.
It's him! It's King Stupid! My son! One of my many sons. I've adopted Dustin. I'm not the stepdad, I'm the dad that stepped up. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Welcome, Oswald McFly. Hello. Sorry I was a little late to start the stream. I had some technical difficulties. OBS kept crashing, but I think I fixed it. How's everybody feeling tonight? I'm feeling pretty good. I installed a shelf today. I mean, kind of. It was 3M command strips, but still. That's a lot for a little Arly Darkfire. That's a lot. So, last time we left off at the start of chapter 2, episode 2. I'm so excited. If you're not familiar with this game, this is my first playthrough, and there will be spoilers up ahead. So if it's your first time catching my Scarlet Hollow, what's the game about? The game is a spooky mystery about someone who discovers part of their family, their mysterious aunt died, and they're in town in a creepy village for the funeral. And then mysterious happenings begin. Last time, we wandered around in the woods with the girl and her pug, and an old man shot his face off. And we almost got eaten. Well, we didn't almost get eaten, but we did get chased around by some very creepy little critters. I'm excited to find out what happens next. So yeah, if you're not interested, if you want to play this on your own, I think this is a pretty awesome game. The choices apparently really matter in big ways. And I'm regretting telling the cops in the last episode my name. Can't we just leave town? Well, we are now under investigation for murder is the thing. It's the thing. We did it. We maybe implicated ourselves a little bit in a murder. But it wasn't a murder. It was an accidental face removal procedure. And frankly, I had no part in it. So, let's get it started. Let's load her up. All right, chapter end. Episode 2. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. Can I go back? All right, I did. Continue. Would you like to... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, we could just recap. Let's recap! I didn't know there was going to be a recap. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that you would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I gotta warm up my pipes. Hi, Corgi! You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. Wait. Is this... the game starting over again, or... The funeral of Pearly and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Oh good, it's not.
Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out.
Afraid! That's my son. That's him. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. She hunts cryptids. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Chan and Dosu-chan, yeah! Oh, thank you very much. You so nice. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Bumba Great. Hi, Magical Momoka. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, Raiders. My name is Arly Darkfire, the Black Opal Dragon. And right now we're doing a little recap from the last episode. I hope you're all having a wonderful time. Let me give you a shout out, Momoka. Shout out, Magical Momoka. Bye-bye. You're playing Cult of the Lamb, another spooky game. Welcome, Soul 00. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Alarm Ortiz. I hope you're all having a good one. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Arly Darkfire, the Black Opal Dragon. I'm a geeky gamer girl from the Monster Realm. I play games, sing songs, and have lots of fun online with my friends. And right now, we're doing a recap of Scarlet Hollow. So if you are not interested in spoilers for this game, now is the time to bounce. Thank you so much for stopping by. Goldball Puppy, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for that first time chat. Hope you're all having a good one. Yeah, the deer is truly unfortunate. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay.
You don't lick those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot.
As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder.
God damn it!
Oops! Oops all no face!
Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get in any more trouble.
Welcome home. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. From the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Recap over! You open your eyes. Yeah, that pug is traumatized. Thank you, I'm glad you like my hat. Glad you like it. I feed Arly a peanut. Thank you, Boom Daddy. Thank you. Here's a shake of the peanut jar. Let me get a peanut out. Thank you so much. They're peanutty. Yum. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the... Well, the pug didn't really understand that the guy died. She was like, I do declare, what on earth is happening to that man? Why won't he move? Like, she was like that. So, I'm sure she will be traumatized when she realizes he's never getting back up. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of the last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke, slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Well, we gotta check on Dustin. Hello, Dustin! You open the drawers to check in on Dustin. Oh, good, he's still here! Harry is back! Good morning. I see you have bread. Have you met Frou Frou? Can I talk to you about... I'm not gonna tell him about anything bad! Good morning, Dustin. How are you today? Dustin, feel good. Have a productive night! I So you have bread now? Yes. Dustin found the bread. Dustin also ate a bug last night. Good night for Dustin. Hey, welcome Full Frontal Dudity. I like your name, and hello Bobo Bunny 4. Welcome to the chat, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. It was nice to catch up, Dustin. I'll see you around. I don't want to traumatize the baby. The baby's very sensitive. Okay. Whoa! You're so cute. Also, huge congratulations to Dustin for winning the Tumblr Little Guy challenge. I think he won the poll of who's the most little guy on all of Tumblr. It was Dustin. Congrats! You gently close the drawer. Let's see if the doll moved around. Oh, no, she didn't. Great! The doll didn't move during the night. Maybe she isn't haunted after all. Though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. Look out window. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in your garden. For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Welcome! Thank you so much for that follow, Full Frontal Dudity! Yeah, he has risen. This is Easter too. The day Dustin came back. Well, don't apologize for that. Thank you so much for the support. I still really like your username. All right, leave the window. Maybe you'll head out of there and investigate after you've finished waking up. Let's text our not girlfriend. It's probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. Big yawn, I'm sorry. Send a picture of a tired cat you found on the internet. Oh, that's just me. Oh, that's me. Hold on just a second. For some reason, the game capture is not... Capture cursor, does this... There we go! Now you can see the cool skeleton hand. Send her a picture of my boiled peanuts. I will. She'll love it. She'll love to get a picture of my nuts first thing in the morning. I bet they're all, like, extra ripe now that it's been a full day. It might take her a minute to get back to me. In the meantime, get dressed and head down to the kitchen. Time to start our day. You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Her pupils dilate and her tail twitches. I see you are still here. Oh, unfortunate. Have you noticed anything? Gretchen did ask me to send her regards. Gretchen sends her regards. C'est yours? That creature has not yet returned to whatever vile pit of hell it crawled from? Mary, truly ours is not a kind God. Wow, I think Frou-Frou really likes Gretchen. Have you noticed anything weird? She's just gonna say us, but whatever. Have you noticed anything weird around here? We ran into these horrible things in the wood last night and... Silence! Do you know what time it is? Quiet your awful little mouth. Your voice isn't the only horrible thing I've witnessed as of late. Hey!
Did you know the police called us this morning? You've only been here one day and you already had a run-in with the cops?
Did the cops say anything about Duke? Did they find the body?
Body? They didn't say anything about a body, but apparently he never went home last night. And they had quite a few questions about you, Arly Darkfire. And before you ask, don't worry, I told them you're an upstanding citizen.
Wow. Thanks. Thanks for having my back.
Sure. What else is family for?
Wow. I love her face. She does care. I think that's her real smile. I don't think she's forcing it. I think she's actually happy. We had a really nice... Oh, wait. But she is cutting me slack. What can I say? Trouble following me?
Duke's blood is on my...
No, it's not! There are monsters in the woods. We need to get out of here! I saw them with my very own 2 eyes.
Is that what Stella's got you on about? That girl spent years chasing her own shadow thinking it's Bigfoot. This is just a sleepy mountain town where nothing ever happens. I'm not about to flee in terror just because Stella thinks she saw some ghouls.
What is up with you and Stella?
We just have a history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you.
Can I hang out with you today? What's the plan for the day?
The plan is that I go to work and do my job, and you stay out of trouble. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints, just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems.
I don't think we're getting home by sunset, pals. I don't think it's gonna happen. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door.
Sunset.
Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only... Oh my god, 2 yawns back to back! You're the only human in the estate.
It seems like you make a bad habit of first impressions, no?
The cat chuckles mockingly. A text from Stella. It's another tired cat. She went through the trouble of flipping the image. That's hilarious. Hope you're holding up okay, or as good as you can with all that stuff we saw last night. I was up most of the night on cryptid forums. No real answers yet. I'm at the library now if you want to join. I have scones. Scones say no more. Ghost her? She said she'd never found a ghost before, so maybe I could be her first. I mean, I liked Stella, and Gretchen's probably there, so let's go say hello, Bull. Let's go and say no more. And that's that. Time to start your day. Let's make a PB&J. Sure, Stella might have some scones at the library, but scones are later. PB&J is now. You quickly scrape together the ingredients and gobble up a delicious breakfast. And that's that. Let's go check out the garden. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from your upstairs window. It's probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Let's investigate further. Every time you hear a text now, you think your phone's actually ringing half the time? Oh, yeah, my phone is always dead, so I don't really have that problem. I never charge that thing. It's a real issue. Investigate further! You wander further into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. Take it all in, baby. Let's just feast our eyes on this bouquet of real estate. The garden is peaceful, but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be. A greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect. Its glass crowded and cracked. Statues reach out from within seas of weeds as if begging to be rescued. And most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates at the very peak of the mountain, sits a graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones, the scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. You notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you're standing right now. Woo! Check the ground for clues! That's a footprint! There was a person there! A boot print. A big boot print, and looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. You snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. Yeah, let's make Stella super paranoid. Here you go. Here you go, Stella. You send the photo to Stella. Look what I found in the garden across from my window. No way that's Tabitha-sized. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Let's go to town. Let's cause a ruckus. The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any signs of movement, but the woods are still, at least for now. Yeah, a cemetery on a cliff is a great idea, because when you dig 6 feet down, it goes straight through the earth and into the air, like an Acme situation. So you can just sort of drop the bodies down the pit you've created. It's really, really good stuff. Okay, continue down the path. So can I ask why our MC thinks talking to animals is a cause for concern? So our MC is the only person that I'm aware of in this game that can talk to animals. At the beginning of the game, I picked some traits, and one of them was the ability to talk to animals. Not every playthrough is going to have the animal talking ability. Ooh, feed Arly a peanut. Thank you, Doodity. Yum, 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 yum. So, we're kind of like a little freak, and we don't want other people to know that we can talk to animals, because, like, what if they put us in a lab and do experiments on our brains? The autumn-tinged mountains sprawl for miles in every direction. Now I feel less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Jeez, that's creepy! All the more reason to come to the library. Look who I found in the library! She said she was up all night thinking about the video, adding you to a group text. Kanika sent a message to Stella. I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or it was lol. I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this harbinger of doom stuff. We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings, and they are harbingers of doom. Sounds like they're having fun. Can't wait to solve this mystery. Send a heart emoji. Told you I'm out. Can't wait to solve the mystery. I love a good mystery. Hello, Bull Backsack. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to the chat. Hello. My name is Arly Darkfire, the Black Opal Dragon. It's nice to meet you. Almost back to town. Continue down the path. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you. No scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed. What is a pickup game? So if somebody comes into my chat and I'm like playing a multiplayer game, and they're like, hey, can I play with you? Hey, that's a pickup game. I'm not really interested in playing with strangers, you know? Hold on, let me get a sip. Your best friend's name is Arly Lightwater? Yo! Well, I think that might be my evil doppelganger. Or maybe I'm her evil doppelganger. Terrifying. Hello, X. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And thank you for following. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed as if they happened to someone else. Oh, hey, Arly Darkfire. We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's place to pick up her new tea blend, and well, you're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. Well, Global Nest, thank you so much for joining me. You went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. I'm traumatized and not ready to talk about it. You know what? Avery deserves to hear the story. Stella and I went into the woods to try and find a skunk ape, but we ran into something way worse. Actual monsters. Sybil said that they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, they killed Duke and have been mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Duke is dead? It's true, I'm afraid. That's awful. Has anyone told Bo? Yes, he's taking it as well as you can imagine. I'll be going up to check on him today, the poor lad. I can't believe you had to see that, Arly. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's chaga and lemon balm. It's always helped me on bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyway, it's up to you. See you around, Arly Darkfire. See you, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that a man died? This town has had a hard run of things, Arly. People here lead difficult lives. Their pasts are full of death. No one in Scarlet Hollow is a stranger to it. Kanika and Miles lost their father not but a few years ago. We've all just had to learn how to live with it in our own ways. As for your encounter with the police, people tell a lot of stories up in the hills, especially city folk who wouldn't know a bear from a Bigfoot. No offense, of course. But I'm afraid that means most folks aren't going to take your claim very seriously, at least not until they see what you saw with their own eyes. Be gentle with them, Arly. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe and God bless. You probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. Swing by the diner, swing by the general store. If Kanika's at the library, who's manning the general store? This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Well, we gotta make some new friends. The young man looks up at you, at your now quite pungent bag of peanuts, curls his lips in disgust, and returns to his phone. Wow, what a first impression! What you doing on your phone? You got games on your phone? He's got games on his phone!
Games? You probably haven't heard of them.
How do you know that? I'm a gamer. Hi, I'm Arly Darkfire. I just got to town yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Mom told me.
What's your name?
Miles.
If I want to buy chips or something, do I talk to you? Miles size.
I guess. Yeah, Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips, I don't care.
I'm gonna pay for my chips. I'm in enough legal trouble already. They think I killed a guy.
I'm not ringing you up. Take them or leave them.
I'm good. Wait, maybe I should have taken those chips. They could have come in handy later. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. All right, I'm done here. You're trying to leave the general store. Let's bring by the diner. Let's go get a biscuit. Yeah, I could have bribed the monster! You're right, Corgi. I was a fool. The diner's a little quiet today, but the air's still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. What the fuck is... What's up with this guy's face? Is his eyes melting? Is it supposed to look like a scary monster back there? I could have given them to my BF, my beautiful zombie man. My sexy undead husbando. Warn the patrons of... No! Talk to Avery! You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Before you exchange words, Winnie sidles up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? We're giving Winnie a southern accent. I don't know why you would even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch back to Sudoku. Winnie leaves Avery, contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to really get into the grisly details, you can tell me. I won't judge. I'm gonna try the tea. I hesitantly take a sip of my tea. It tastes like you're drinking mold that someone tried to unsuccessfully spruce up with lemon balm. It tastes healthy. Take another sip. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be good for me. Wow, not a lot of folks take to chaga so quickly. It's a fungus that grows on birch trees around here. Supposedly super healthy, and it makes for a challenging drink. Color me impressed. What if you don't believe me about last night? I could tell you about last night, but what if you don't believe me? Hey, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. Last night still I like Avery. I don't want to scare them off too early, so we're just gonna talk. Last night still feels raw. I'm not sure I can really talk about it. What if we just chat? I totally feel you. What do you want to know? Have you lived here your whole life? Nah, I moved here from Charlotte, 3 years ago now? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Coleflukes grew up in this town, so it's not like I'm the perpetual new kid. So it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history I'll never be part of. Why'd you leave? Keen eye? Sure, let's do our ability. Hello, Miko! Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good one. Maybe you're more at home here than you think. Stella really talked up your party yesterday. I don't think she'd have done that if she didn't think you were really part of the town. It could be that you're getting in your head about fitting in. Hey, I know. Thanks, I hadn't actually... Hey, thanks. I hadn't actually thought about it like that. Why'd you leave Charlotte? If you don't mind me asking. Nah. Oh, she's not happy at me. She's like eavesdropping real hardcore. I was having some education disputes with my folks. They had thoughts on how my life was supposed to go, and I had other plans. It, wasn't great. Especially since I was still stuck under their roof. I just realized I did not turn on my lights. So my tracking is probably not very good right now. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go turn on my fucking overhead. Sorry, give me a sec. How did I manage this before? I'm back. There we go. Especially since I was still stuck under their roof. When my aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is history. Sure, she's eavesdropping hardcore, but I guess all grisly details. Alright, I think I'm ready to talk about what happened last night. Oh yeah? You spilled the beans. Glad to have someone to talk to about the horrors you've witnessed. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seems distant. Monsters in the woods?
I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around these parts. I can't say I like the thought of it. Now that I think about it, when the cops came in for their morning coffee, they mentioned something about going out into the woods to look for someone. It must have been Duke. They seemed so disconnected from it. I figured it couldn't be very serious, but wow.
They seem weirdly suspicious of me. Yeah, let's start crafting the narrative. We need more people to know that we didn't shoot him in the face. I don't get it. They saw Stella's footage. They saw what happened out there, but it feels like so far all they've done is hound me. Hey, I don't know if it'd help your anxiety, but even if they think you did something, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't bother going after you. Those cops come in here every day, and I feel like I know them pretty well by now. And let me tell you, they have no follow-through. I can't tell you the number of complaints they've just, dropped after a day or two. And I'll vouch for you if they try anything. You should get out of here before things get worse and take me with you. Let me know if you happen across any leads. We're on the case, but I hardly know where to start. Let me know if you hear anything. Definitely. Aw, man, it looks like my shift is starting. Hopefully the Shaga's had a nice chance to start working its magic. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly half-wave before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. Are we not going to address the guy with the melting face? To be fair, anyone is qualified to say the cops are too lazy to hassle folks. It'd be the black transplant. That's true. That's true. If they were going to go after anybody in this town, it'd probably be them. You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. Let's head to the library. Let's go learn some stuff. Huh? What an incredible mural! I want this! I want this in my house! You enter the former town hall. What must have been a stately foyer have since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. That guy has a melted face? Oh well, yeah, I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. None of my business. Oh hey, you made it! Let's go hang out with Stella and Kanika. There's a cat here. I want to talk to the cat. You head over to Stella and Kanika's table and settle. No, now I know the cops suck and are totally useless. I'm gonna just break all the rules. Hold on, I gotta take off this ridiculous hat. I think it's funny, but it's too damn big. Hey, glad you made it! I agree wholeheartedly with Stella. I am elated that you're back. Did you send my regards to that foul feline? Don't worry, Gretchen, I told Frou-Frou all about our little venture. Wink at Gretchen and gives a subtle thumbs up. You wink at Gretchen and give her a subtle thumbs up. Wonderful. I hope she stews on that for a long, long time. Morning, Arly Darkfire. You look tired. My goodness, whatever happened to common decency? You can't go around telling someone they look unwell. You look marvelous, Arly. Well, thank you. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm still amped up on adrenaline, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Some creepy old guy with a real estate scheme and a bad costume is the least a little more believable than monsters and curses. Wouldn't that be a relief? And if Arly Darkfire's antics are anything to go by, we've already got our talking dog. Hey! How did you know? Yubei moment. Anybody fancy a little contract? I do so wish you could understand me, Stella. Anyways, we should get started. Oh, before I forget, we gotta talk about that photo you sent me this morning. Kanika, check this out. Arly Darkfire found it in Tabby's garden this morning, right in the line of sight of her room. That thumbs up wasn't so subtle. Damn. I can't believe my gestures are so easy to read. Hey, Bearded Potato, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for stopping in. Yeah, it's just a sleepy cat, no big deal. What in the world is the liquid around it? It looks like pus. You think it's Wayne? I think that's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend, Wayne. That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called out Arly Darkfire by name. And those boots prints match up with the mining getup. I'm glad the two of you had me there to protect you. Whoa, apparently I missed a lot last night, huh? I wonder if there's any connection between that guy and what happened in the woods last night.
Like, what?
I don't have anything specific, but we do have the whole prophecy of impending doom angle to explore, and this photo is weird. Oh no, your stream froze. I hope it's back up. I hope it's not on my end. I think I'm okay.
I can't stop thinking about those splatters on the ground. If he's sick, maybe it's from the creatures you encountered.
How does this guy sound?
Hey there, stranger.
Yep, he sounds like this.
Hey there, strangers.
He sounds like Big the Cat.
And literal stranger.
First impressions are everything. You extend your bag of peanuts to the librarian in a gesture of friendship and good faith.
I don't know what to say. Is this a gift? I'm allergic to peanuts. Not serious allergic, but they give me a rash.
Thank you for the peanuts, Miko! Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. They look horrified that I do that because I'm trying to kill his ass. With the delicious taste of boiled peanut! Thank you so much for the peanut, Miko. I've savored it. It was delicious.
Hey, Oscar. This is Arly Darkfire. You know Tabby's cousin? You act like a total freak. I should have known you were Scarlet. Not that I know her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance. Oh my god, third yawn of the stream! Hey, Arts! How are you doing?
I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm Oscar.
How do I say this? Gutierrez? Gutierrez? I think it's Gutierrez. Hold on. Let me do a quick something. Thank you so much for the alt hydration. First I want to look up. Gutierrez there we go.
Normally and usually said as Gutierrez.
It's just Gutierrez! Alright, cool. Thank you, Miko, for the hydration station. Here's a little sip. Yeah, I know! Congratulations, Dustin! I'm so proud of him. He did it. He overcame almost an impossible hurdle. Tumblr fucking loves the TBH autism creature. I can't believe he was taken down!
I'm Oscar Gutierrez, chief librarian and only librarian.
Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch.
Yeah, and I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had were a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people.
Does Tony post the poll on the Discord server? The fan base is strong. I'm excited to be one stronger in it, you know? Happy to help.
Back when I was in Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts. and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. What is happening? Why am I yawning so much?
Not that you'd vote for Dustin, of course, unless it was a Democrat. I would never! He's fine! I talked to him this morning. He had a piece of bread and he ate a bug last night. How dare you? He's fine!
You know the crowd she hangs around with.
They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at old Maxwell Place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell Place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens.
I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors were like Swiss cheese. I really should have this talk with Rosalina again when she gets home.
I don't like the thoughts getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the way. I'm not gonna mention the ditchlings around Big Tits McGee here. It's not a ringing door. No, I don't think so. I don't really think it is. Stella is reckless. I'm sure she's. It's not my place. I say nothing and let the others talk.
You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Is that so?
Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that show up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. He's pre-op, cut him some slack. Men can have big tits. It's allowed. Men can have huge fucking bazonkers, and that is valid. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods.
Ditchlings? Doesn't ring a bell.
What's that facial expression, Oscar? I bet you know what I'm fucking talking about. Dang, worth a shot. Oscar's just a bara? Hell yeah. Okay, so if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking?
Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'll probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to.
Oh my god! Why am I so sleepy? What's happening? I've never yawned this much on stream. That's 7 yawns!
Should I be worried about something?
I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen!
And don't worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal.
Well, aren't you the sweetest thing on 2 legs? Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drew leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole.
I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff.
There's definitely something unusual going on out in those woods. Man's already dead. This is nothing that we can't get to the bottom of. Brutalizing the wolf. I think we'll start with local wildlife. I don't want to spread panic. Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. I don't think it's safe.
I'm gonna try to call Rosalina again.
I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled.
Thanks, Kanika. And Arly, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know that her dad is worried about her?
Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him! Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. This is going to be so much faster with the 2 of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Yeah. Oh, Power Pine saw the Brock had breast reduction surgery. Yeah, he's talked about that one. Felt shame for what he was supposed to look like. The same sort of thing winds up with teen girls. It's true. They the societal standards affect way more people than just like gender non-conforming or trans people. And that's like why you really need it to be built up from the ground up, you know? You really need a total system rehaul. Because people are out there doing a lot of stuff they really don't need to do to change themselves to fit these standards, and it's kind of sad. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Look at this little bat! Reading awaits. Okay, let's see. What should we read? Appalachian folk monsters. Flip through Veins of Scarlet. Well, this is all about our family. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Oh no! We got Confederates in our blood? No! Scylla Scarlet was also... Oh, wait. Before I continue reading, Control F. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know Cube. I'm gonna go to the BRB screen real quick. We got an ad break hitting in 46 seconds. I do these so that we can avoid any ads playing for folks who are just joining us. So I'll see you in just a minute. Be right back. Cut! Look at it! We made this! We made art alive! God! Yeah, she's beefy. She's large. I love you, Sussy. Mwah. I give it a little kiss. Be careful with the tension. It's like Dracula trying to give me fishing advice. Be careful with the tension. Is it? Oh, come here. Come here, big boy. Come here. I want Grookey! Take a good look, you two. Grookey is such... Oh, the baby! Get out of here. Fuck off. The baby! You always watch those videos, they're like,
Top 10 easiest ways to hit partner on Twitch. Number 1, network. Number 2, wall grandma.
You're not scared of clowns?
No, they're funny.
You think this is supposed to be funny?
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god,
What?
not a brain cell in there!
You think it's funny now, little boy?
Oh no, no.
You want to join 20 of my sexy clown friends in a tiny car that somehow fits us all like it's no big deal?
Okay, this is the funniest line in
I-
the entire game. Oh, he's kind of turned on!
What?
Moment's gone.
Not forgotten.
The moment was gone. There was a moment.
Yeah, he wants the fluffy. Alright, everybody. Let's do this race, but make it...
Sensual. All right, everybody. How about a nice hard race?
I can't do it! Ah! Come on, idiot! Be radioactive! Radioactive! I'm waking up to ash and dust. I something, and I shit my... I don't think... Did you see it? I don't think that's the lyric. Breathing in the chemicals. That hurt. Arlo Darkfire, the blue-collar black. Yep, that's me.
10-4, buddy. I'm just like you. I piss my pants one leg at a time.
My uni getting in touch. Don't come to school tomorrow. Jokes. They're not watching this, man. The internet, I can say whatever I want with no consequences.
Hopefully, this is not gonna be too bad. I don't like that! I hate this! Oh god, oh god! Climb! And I'm back. Thank you all so much for waiting for me. All right, let's get right back into it. Silas Scarlet also lost his two eldest sons into that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Miko, thank you for that Prime sub! Yo! Miko with the Prime, thank you, thank you, thank you! I will treasure it. I will use it probably to buy a snack. Hello, Corky. Thank you so much for the applause. And thanks for the peanut. Yeah, every dollar goes straight to the peanut funds. You guys make me eat a lot of nuts, is all I'm saying. Here we go. Here's a peanut for Darth Nightwing Phoenix. Thank you. It's delicious. And another one. Thanks, Pines. Oh, wow. And another one, thanks, Culture Champ! Thank you, thank you! How delightful. Father, how do I click the book? That's a really good achievement. I should have done that. Dang it! Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet Estate that was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. You know, my name was almost Scarlet. My grandma really wanted my name to be Scarlet. Like really, really, really bad. Did Arly just go BRB to distract us from her Confederate heritage? Yeah, I'm trying to ditch the... I don't want to get canceled for my long history of Confederate, whatever this is. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in not only are they ex-Confederates, but they're also anti-union and basic fucking protection. Just cutting corners everywhere. I think our family sucks ass. Resulting in a fatal collapse and the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10? That's a lot of people! The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son, Theodore, his brother Enoch B. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. Ugh, that's grisly. The children yearn for the mines. Put them back in! Put them back in! The babies are hungry. Kids grow by eating minerals and rocks. Everybody knows that! And we're depriving them of precious nutrients in the soil by not letting them down in the mines. And in some states, child labor has been legalized. That's fucking nuts. This is nuts. We are truly living in interesting times. Flip through Scarlet Soldier Woodsman. Sure. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818. One of the 12 siblings, he grew up in eastern North Carolina due to a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. Sounds like a fucking pirate. Yarr! Pirate would be cooler, honestly. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas as a tract of bounty land in exchange for a severance in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow, but it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas with his own 2 hands, occupied by his family of 10, Silas, his wife Mary Joseph, Scarlet, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You're finished with this one. A few entries catch your eyes. Tally-po. Let's try the Tommy Knockers. Hey, they live in the mines! We have one of those. Since it's Appalachian history, Tommy Knockers originated in Cornish mythology, spread into the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They're named for knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers in the supports of the mine and collapse them onto whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Alright, Wampus Cat. Meow! Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus Cat as originating within the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of their region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of the woman who wore the pelt of a wildcat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor a cat. That's a cat girl. Do I have a new little pet? Oh, Lobo Carnage! This is my son. This is my son, Dustin. He's just a little baby boy. Give him kisses on his little head. He loves it. Maybe I should just kill my cousin, become a nun, and make sure this line never continues. I don't think Tabitha or I, as far as we've played this character so far, are going to be producing offspring. I think the likelihood is pretty low. We know. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. He's not dead! Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Since I started the stream earlier, nobody got to see my hat that I took off. Give me just a sec. Okay. Hey, Bagel Gremlin, thanks for the lurk! Have a good rest of your night. What kind of sick mind parades around her victims in my lap? No, this is my son! He's fine. He's playing dead. Possums love that. It's fun. I didn't have him stuffed! He's okay! He's breathing! He's breathing. Listen, I'll put the microphone up next to Dustin. Here you go, Dustin. There we go. There's that proof enough for you? You've seen him let to bling? Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. There, fuck you! Now you can't prove shit! My lips were moving? Doubtful. I would know if my own lips were moving. If anything happens, it doesn't. I'll kill everyone in this room and then myself, me too. So it's cool now, I don't mind. Not weekend at Bernie's! He's got a possum hangover. Her calls are a great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition. Let me take a sip of water real quick. I got riled up. Tally-po! There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. It's Atheon! Jesus fucking Christ, this thing's terrifying. Some small creature had gotten in the cabin through a hole. Before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired it at the thing, his hunger guiding his action. But it was quick and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle.
Guess this'll have to do,
he said to his dog and threw the tail in the pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom, he saw two big yellow eyes staring right up at him. I want my daily bow. A high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness.
Go away!
He screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness. The sound of long claws dragging across the hard wood accompanied its movements. I want my daily bow! The creature growled again.
I'll get my dog after you!
The hunter I love how some of these are, like, accounts of what the thing is, and then some of them are just fun little stories. Thanks for the hydration station! Let me take a sip. Sip, 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 sip. The hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear. But there was no dog to be seen. I want my daily bow. Before the hunter could even so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one was sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and the cabin was a chimney standing alone in the woods. Well, that doesn't sound like anything I saw. Yeah, I'm good. I'm done. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. I should have just given him the... Yeah, just barf it back. Blech, just give it back right to him. Or maybe give him a better taily-po. The dog got away safely and ate a really big, nice... Yeah, I went and got a big, tasty rotisserie chicken from Golden Corral. All right. If we're gonna go with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Did you find anything? A kitty cat! Meow! Whoa! Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps on the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Aw, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Pixel, my dear friend, it's been too long. How have you been?
Hungry. Did Stella bring the good stuff?
Haha, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats.
Oh yeah, snack time. Crunch crunch.
Oh, he's so cute.
Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him.
Hey, Pixel, what do you think about the monsters we saw in the woods? Why would you let it pick? I'll ask Pixel. Since I guess they've sniffed out my ability to talk to talk to freaking animals. Hey, Pixel, what do you think about the monsters we saw in the woods?
I'm an indoor cat. I don't know nothing about no woods. I just hang out in the library, especially now that our house got haunted.
Pixel says your house is haunted. I'm just outing myself as an animal talker now. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Pixel says your house is haunted. What's up with that?
How did you know?
Apparently Darkfire is either psychic or she can talk to animals. It's a long story. They're cool with it. Stella thought she was joking about me talking to animals, and then I'm just like, well, I guess my secret's cat's out of the bag. No comment.
We've been living in the library for a little bit. It's been great.
It's been great. Way more snacks. Way more scritches. Except sometimes there's too much scritches.
Hold up. What kind of haunted are you talking about here? Unexplained noises? Objects appearing in strange and unfamiliar places? Ah, Oscar, don't get her hopes up like that.
Oh, nothing like that, sorry. The floor in my bedroom just keeps...
That's kind of a big deal.
The floor in my bedroom just keeps seeping blood, and I've seen a strange figure in the hallway a couple of times.
Wait, you've seen a full-body apparition? Can I see it? Stella, it's probably just a dirty pipe or something. But what if it's a ghost? Let's go bust it. Probably a normal... Fuck you. It's worth looking into.
Y'all are more than welcome to check it out. Maybe tomorrow night.
Yes! We'll be there! That sounds like a fun way to spend an evening. Can't wait to get spooked by some creaky pipes. I'm not gonna be a dick because they're homeless right now. We're leaving Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep.
Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything.
9? Did I not sleep at all last night? What is happening? Alright, I better get back to shelving. Any luck with Rosalina? Stella, was that what you were saying about yeah. What was that you were saying about nuclear incidents?
We were talking about the Goldsboro thing, right?
Yeah, apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs.
Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the 2 bombs landed up right after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go...
Well, look at him! Look at this little guy with his little cat face! I want his eyebrows to wiggle up and down like,
At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch, which failed to trigger on descent.
And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Ah, 10! Jesus fucking Christ! Right, it's conventional explosive disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable over the flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. I'm sorry, did you say they buried it? Do y'all need something dug up? Because if so, I'm your gal. I don't think disarming nuclear... No. I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. Absolutely not. Also, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. I think we're good. Just saying, you never know with radiation. Actually, we know quite a bit. It just melts you, it doesn't make monsters, and a 60-year-old bomb isn't gonna explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know, there could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this. You lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kanika. Do you guys think that there's a cult here? Those cops were all awfully suspicious. Yep. Those cops were awfully suspicious last night. Really weird combination of being dismissive and trying to pin things on me. I don't know, it just feels like a cover-up. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I'm not sure they really have it in them to be part of a cult. Definitely, I don't think they're capable of putting in the effort. Talk about veins of Scarlet. So about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevice. Ma'am? What happened to the mine collapse? What happened after the mine collapse? The book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit.
But it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here.
Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. No offense or anything, I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did. Still hasn't let the union in, though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. Union busting mine collapse from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. Yeah, it's pretty awful.
That's what the sculpture out in the front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day.
Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it or whatever. Low bar, if you ask me. You know, it could be what the ditchlings are warning about. Another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Yeesh! Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it's all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now, and there's no way you could get away with that kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. That's not true. You definitely could.
You don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right?
No, I don't think so.
Phew, had me worried for a sec.
I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. Charles Shaw sucks. I mean, obviously, I know why. Agree with Stella. Maybe the ditchlings are warning him. The ditchlings are coming from the mines. There's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town. Wayne seems sick. I'm not sure I agree with the collapse angle, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. I gotta say this one. I'm not sure I agree with the collapse angle, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. Yeah, that's fair. They're bound to be relevant in some way. Hard to argue against that, but it doesn't really give us much to go on. And just because something seems obvious, it doesn't necessarily mean it's right or relevant. I don't know. There was a cutscene earlier and the mine was shown pretty clearly. So I think I know a thing or two about that. So, Silas Scarlet. Rich guy in the south, should have known it wouldn't be better. Guess. Yeah. Let's see, guess we're part of a different time. Who knows what future generations will think when they look back on us? Yeah, I figured old money from the south wouldn't be great, but he sure did some things to get where he was, huh?
That book is a perfect example of why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on the subject.
Yep, dude was a monster. The mines made a lot of money during the Civil War too, and you could probably guess which side a North Carolinian business owner would be working for. Sorry you're related to him. Like in Poltergeist! Ooh. I get it! It must be one of those burial ground situations, right? Like in Poltergeist. Ha! Absolutely not. Even I know it's just urban legend stuff. If Stolen Land is cursed, then all of North America is cursed. Yeah, Scarlet Hollow isn't special, but we're on top of a mine full of 160 dead children! Whatever. Talk about Appalachian folk monsters. You think the Tichlings are Tommyknockers? What with the whole warning thing? Good thought, but Tommyknockers live in mines. That's like their whole thing. I'm gonna write it down though. Tommyknockers are literally just the sounds that happen when a bunch of rocks and wood are about to collapse. Are they? Or are they sound of mysterious creatures pounding on the rocks and support beams with hammers to cause a collapse? There's simply no way to know. I don't think the tally post story is going to be relevant. I don't think either of those are relevant. Let's move on. Do you think Wayne, my husband? Do you think my husband has anything to do with this? No. Okay, I'll ask. Do you think Wayne factors in any of this? I honestly wouldn't be shocked. There's something seriously wrong with him. Like, I can viscerally feel it in my guts. Maybe he's sick. Maybe it has something to do with what you saw in the woods. I don't know. I'd buy it. All right, any luck with Rosalina?
Haha, not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check on her usual haunts.
What do you think? There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop. We can poke around, find out if anybody's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? If you play as an attractive mare character, you have the hot trait, then you know she— Oh, yeah! Bisexual queen, let's go! And hello, pastel berries. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. Right? Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. For a point of reference, the worst mining accident in U.S. history was the Monica disaster. It had final death total of 362, or which 171 were Italian immigrants unable to get other jobs. That is horrible. Rest in peace, those guys. Wasn't there a big mine collapse pretty recently, like a couple years ago? I promise, Neeks, we're just gonna go question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us good reason to poke around, say, a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. Just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out what happened to Wayne while we're at it. Finally! The opportunity I've been looking for to get to know Tabitha. I don't think she's gonna be super jazzed to see any of us snooping around the mines, let alone bothering her while she's trying to run the place. She does get a little grumpy when she's at work. She gets grumpier at work. I'm pretty sure snark is that girl's baseline level of existence. Chatting over dinner must be a better way to get to know her. If you're okay eating boxed mac and cheese. We can sneak around the mines, no problem. I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled for her. She won't even know we're there. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I miss being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing. Reese! I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope, I've tried planned stuff before, but he's too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Arly Darkfire. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. All right, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina.
Thanks, guys. I'll keep you posted.
And with that, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I know this one was a little bit shorter, but I have plans with a friend tonight. So I'm gonna go hang out. See you later. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Once again, my name was Arly Darkfire, the Black Opal Dragon, a geeky gamer girl from the Monster Realm. Let's go ahead and see if we can find somebody on Twitch.tv. My favorite website where you, yes you, can sub to your favorite streamer for free. You can do that. Nobody can stop you if you want to sub to your favorite streamer for free using your Prime sub. It's just not possible. Oh, let's see. What's a good... You know what? My friend Crossbite is playing Faith, which is probably one of my favorite spooky games of all time. So let's go ahead and visit Crossbite. It's a Dustin is not dead raid. Because Dustin isn't dead. He's fine. He is alive. I'll see everybody a little bit later this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing an early stream. I'm going to be doing MS Paint art of fan art of other VTubers. And then on Thursday, we're going to come back and we're going to play as much of this as I can possibly do in one stream. Because I'm keeping my fucking timetable open, baby. Nothing can stop me from freaking Scarlet Hollow. All right, let me go. X. Crossbite. All right, everybody! Thank you again for joining me. Let's get this raid started! Dustin is dead and stuff. No, he's not! He's fine! He's fine. He's breathing. He's happy. He's flourishing. His skin is clear. I'll see you guys later. We're raiding in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's